Dear student, now we will see job sequence problem. Job sequence with the deadline by branch and bound. Branch and by BB I am writing. So that is job sequence with the deadline by branch and bound. Suppose for example you have to take that is jobs they given 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, so profit we will get. So now you can see that profit. So profits, so job first 10, 5, 10 and 6 and 3. So deadline we have, so that is 1, 3 and 2 and 1. So they are given time also, right, for execution taking time. So this is a time. So deadline and then time also different, right? So in branch and bound means we have to suppose in greedy method jobs, profit, deadline they will give, but here they are given time also. Okay, so then now here in branch and bound, so we have to find out that is the upper bound and then cost also, right? So u cap, so that is the upper bound. Then how I am calculating that means then sum of all penalties, okay, penalties except that included in solution, okay. Then cost, so sum of penalties till that last job consider. So here why I am saying this penalty means, then you can see, so maximum, so this job sequence problem is the maximization problem. So but in branch and bound what we will do means, then now you can see, so this is a minimization concept. So branch and bound BB is the minimization problem. So same problem, suppose in TSP tour we have to start with tour. So if we have a matrix, reduction matrix we will do, so that is okay. So it is a here we will find out least cost, then there is no negative values. But here 0 1 knapsack problem, it's a maximization problem, but what we did, we taken as a negative values. Then here instead of profit, so I have to take as a penalty, right? We are not getting, so penalties, so we are not gain, so we are losing. So just we have to reverse that one. So penalty 5, 10, 6, 23 is there. Then how I will calculate that? So upper bound sum of all penalties these except that included in solution, which we, if suppose J1 we are included in solution means, so you have to skip this J1, remaining 10, 6, 3 is your upper bound, okay. And then cost sum of all penalties till that last job consider. Suppose I consider first one, then what is my cost? So we are not skipping any jobs, so then so cost will be 0, okay. So then these two things we have to remember, and then we will do the solution, we can find the solution, right? Then here they are given problem, then you can start with node 1, right, and then find out here upper bound and then cost. So cost is always 0, so node 1, and then upper bound is infinity, then next how many possibilities we have, sir? So I can consider J1, then I can consider J2, then I can consider J3, then I have a option that is the J4, right? So branch and bound means breadth first search. BFS we have to use. Then 1, next 2, then 3, then 4, then 5. Right. So J1. So now you can find out the upper bound of J1. Right. So what is the condition? You have to read once sum of all penalties except that included in solution. What I included in solution? J1. Okay, that you have to accept J1, J2, J3, J4 you have to add that. Penalties you can add. What is the penalties we have? Except J1, 10, 6, 10 plus 6 plus 3. Total how much, sir? 19. Yes, and then cost is, so here sum of penalties till that last job consider. So J1 is the first job, okay, and then we are not skipping anyone, so J1 here in solution, so then cost also 0. Okay, so we are not skipping anyone, so J1 is the first one in solution, then so you have to consider cost is 0. Okay, then J2, so here you can find out that upper bound of J2. So in solution which one is there? J2 is there. Then remaining one you have to consider as a upper bound. Yes, so J2 except J2 you can 5 plus 6 is 11, 11 plus 3 is 14. Okay, so here I got first infinity, so upper bound is in first position, so here initially we will take as a infinity. Then at node upper bound is 19, you have to update that. Then node 3 we got is upper bound is 14, then you have to update. If you are getting less value, then you have to update. If you are getting more than that, then just you have to kill that node. Right, and then what is the cost, sir? So J2 up to we are in solution, so J2, then what we are skipping? J1 we are skipping, so we are skipping J1. Then what is the J1 cost, sir? J1 penalty is 5, then that is the cost. Are you clear? So we are up to J2 only. Then what is the skipping one here? J1. So then that you have to consider of node 3 cost, that is the 5. Right, then what is the J3? So here you can find out the upper bound of 4. Then so in solution J3 is there as per our condition, sum of all penalties except that included in solution. So solution J3 is already there, and then J1, J2, J4, 5, 10, 15 plus 3, 18. Right, so upper bound is 8. And then cost J3 is in solution, J2, J1 is J1, J2 is skipping. Then here you can update the 15. Yes, 15 is greater than 14, then you have to kill this node. So upper bound is 14, but I got cost is 15, then I am just killing the node, don't expand this. Then here also you can find out the upper bound. Yes, upper bound is how much? In solution J4 is there, J3, J2, J1 you have to add. Then 10, 6, 16 plus 5, 21. Upper bound is 21. Okay, here actually we have a 14. This 21 is greater than 14. Then this also, cost also we will get 21. Then here kill the node. So these two nodes there is no possibility to expand. Right, then here I have a possibility, 3 more possibilities. Okay, J2, J3, J4. Right, so this is the branch and bound. Then here 5, then 6 I will get. This is the 7th node and this is the 8th node. Then here also I need to find out upper bound and cost. Here also I need to find out upper bound and cost. Here also I need to find out upper bound and cost. Okay, then now we will see here now you can expand this. Right, what is the upper bound? Now J1, here what is this, sir? J2, J3 and J4. Okay, so J1 and J2 in solution, and then here we are not skipping, then cost is 0. Then what is the upper bound? J1 J2 both are in solution. J1 J2 in second level, J1 J2 both are in solution. J3 J4 is not there. Okay, so 1 and 2 both are in 5 and 15, so 6 plus 3 9 only. So here I can get upper bound 9. Then actually upper bound you can see here 14 is there, then I can update 9. Cost 0 only. So here J1 J2 in solution only, we are not skipping anyone. Then J1 J3, so here you can find out, so we are at J1 J3. Then what is the cost? Cost is, now you can see, you can find out the cost. Okay, so 7th one you can find out the cost and upper bound. What is the upper bound? Yes, here J3, we are at J3, J1 and J3. Then now we can find out, you can avoid this, you can skip J1 J3, J1 J3. So then 10 plus 3. Okay, so remaining you have to take as a upper bound. What is that? So upper bound we will get, so that is just you have to check first cost. If you are getting more than that means it's enough. Okay, cost, what is that? So J1 J2, so J1 J2 cost also 10. So how we are getting cost 10, sir? Now we can check. So here we are skipping J1 J2, J1 J2, J3, right? In solution what is there? J3. So we are skipping J2. So J2 is, what is the cost? That is the 10. Okay, so 10 is less than upper bound or greater than upper bound? Greater than. Then just you have to kill this node, right? So 10 is greater than with 9. Okay, so 8th one also you have to check. Then here we will get the cost, so that is a 16. So J1 J4 in solution, we are skipping J2 J3. So J2 J3, what is the value, sir? J2 is 10, J3 is 6, total 16 I got. Okay, in solution what is there, Nana? J1 J4, right? In skipping J2 J3 there are 2, so what is the cost? J2 J3 you can count, that is a 16, so it is greater than 9. Then kill the node. So next, what is the expandation? Next expandation, what is that? So here we have a 3, then 3 to, there are 2 options, J3 J4, there are 2 options. So here J3, then 8, this one 9, then here J4, and then 10th one. Same concept you can apply. Upper bound you can find out, and then upper bound and cost you can find out. So J2 J3 in solution. Okay, J2 J3 in solution. Then what is the upper bound? J2 J3 you can skip, remaining you can add as a upper bound. These 2 we are skipping. 5 and 3 8 is upper bound. Then 9 is, you can skip the 9 and update the 8. Then cost how much, sir? Okay, so J2 J3, then so what we are up to J3 only, then J1, so J1 only we are skipping. J2 is there, J3 is there, we are skipping J1. Then cost is 5. Okay, right? Then here now we can check. So in solution J2 J4 is there. Okay, and then so what is the upper bound? Cost we can find out. So J2 J4. Now how many possibilities is there to skip? J1 and J3. So up to 4 we came. So J1 and J3 we are skipping. So J1 is, what is the penalty? Okay, so 5, and then J3 is 5 plus 6, how much, Nana? this is the 11. Okay, cost is 11. And then upper bound also. So J2 J4 you can skip, J2 J4, then cost is also 11. So this we will get. So it is greater than 8, then you can kill this node, kill the node. Then finally what we got, this is the upper bound 8, cost is 5. Okay, this also killed, this also killed, this everything is killed. Then here I have a option 6th one and 9th one, right? So here you have to think about that. So time factor also very important, right? So here I have a J1 J2 is completed, J3, can I take J3 here? I have a option, I can have J3 and J4 I will take, right? So here 10, this is the 11th one and this is the 12th one. But you can see the time factor here, the time you can check, total how many seconds you can give and time, right? Time you can check that. So time is, then here you can see the time. So Gantt chart 1 2 and then 2, so total, so 0 to 1, so 1 time seconds you can check, 1 seconds I have to complete J1, in 1 second J3 I have to complete, 1 second fourth job also I have to complete. So 0 to 1, how many options I have to complete, that is a J1 or J3 or J4. Then 1 to 2, 1 to 2 only second job, so here only J2 I can take, J2 and yes, J2 and now you can see here, that is the J2 I can take, so 1 to 2 seconds, and then 0 to 1, so J3 or J4, only one. But here you can see J1 is already is there in starting, and then J2 and J3, so we cannot take, so time is not enough, time is not enough, then kill these two. Okay, then so what is the answer is, what is your answer is yes, this node only, yes. Then here we will find out that answer J2 I can take and then J3. So what is the penalty? 8 rupees. And then what is the deadline, total deadline? So it is 5. Cost is 5, C cap, U cap is 8. But J2 actual profit is 10 rupees plus J3 is 6. Total 16 rupees. Now you can convert, that is profits we will get 16, and then job 2 and job 3 I can consider. So this is our penalties. So solution is got. So this is your solution. Okay, so thank you.